Hi everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Naman. In this video, I will be sharing with you all the difficulties and challenges that I faced as an international student while buying my first investment property here in Australia and why I decided to buy this investment property and is it really worth it. So in this video, I will be covering all the key steps that I undertook to buy this investment property and show you if it's even possible to actually buy a piece of real estate as an international investor while living in Australia. Okay, so I know that this video might be a bit long, but I promise I'll make this video worth your while and it will help you save a lot of money in fee and make your buying process way more easier. So feel free to grab a beverage and please make sure to watch this video till the end so that you don't miss out on any of the important bits. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on any of the future updates. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to make this clear that the initial part of the video is important for international investors because it takes into account international perspective, but rest of the video is equally important for both foreign as well as Australian investors. So please keep watching. So in case that you're wondering whether you need an exemption or not, I'll show you what you need to do. So first of all, you just need to type into Google FIRB and it will take you to the FIRB website. There you can see all the instructions and guidelines, whether you need an FIRB approval or whether if your developer who you're purchasing your property from already has an exemption. Okay, so let's say in case that your developer already has an exemption certificate, so you wouldn't have to apply for FIRB approval. So this will help you save a lot of money in fee. So I remember like when I paid for it, it was around 5,800, and I will show you later on what the FIRB approval certificate looks like. So let's say on the flip side, you do have to apply for it yourself. It's a very easy process. So if you go onto the ATO website, as you can see on the screen, you just need to just read through this and simply start your application. And there are a few things that you need to know before you start your application. So make sure that you read through all the information which is provided here. As a foreign investor, you need to understand that everybody's goals and everybody's objectives are different. And when you think about buying a residential real estate in Australia, you need to make sure that you get the FIRB approval so that you are not in breach of foreign investment rules. Okay, now let's talk about the different options that you have when it comes to buying a residential real estate in Australia. So primarily, there are two different options which are available to you. You can either buy an established dwelling or you can buy a new dwelling. So personally, I purchased a new dwelling for a number of reasons. For instance, when you go for an established dwelling, you have to make sure that you sell it off before you leave Australia, and you cannot rent it out. And you have to live in it and make it your principal place of residence. As opposed to a new dwelling, you can either live in it or you can rent it out. So that was just the theoretical part that I believe one should be aware of before they think about making a purchase in Australia. Now let's move on to the actual certificate and what it looks like, as I promised earlier. So this is what the FIRB approval certificate looks like. There's a couple of things, as you can see on the screen, that I would like to highlight at this point. The first one is the fact that this property that I purchased was under $1 million. So you have to pay a fixed fee of $5,800. And the second thing is like after the date of settlement, no later than 30 days. So that means before the 30-day period, you need to make sure that you register with ATO Land and Water.